welcome to your Thursday. Going to be a high of about 78 today. Maybe an afternoon rain shower. Going to be a good day. Good morning to everyone, except for the dick in a Dodge on 270 yesterday. You remember yesterday we had a not-so-breaking news story, and it was the woman who got pulled over, and she was driving her boyfriend's car, and the officer said, "What are you doing? You were going 123 miles an hour. Why would you do that?" And this is a clip from the body cam.
Why are we going so fast?
Honestly, it's just because he has a Supra, that's why.
It was just because he has a Supra.
Yeah.
And it's made to go that fast. And then you had asked the question, Kelly, had any of us, driven that
over
fast?
100 miles
over 100 miles an hour. Yeah. And yesterday, I broke my own record because this a-hole cut me off trying to get around because we were entering the highway, and I got on and I accelerated, and I wasn't apparently fast enough, and he came around and cut me off, and I already had a bad golf game, and I wasn't in the mood, and he was accelerating fast, and I said, no. So I gunned it in my Hemi and pulled ahead of him. It was a big number.
How big?
131.
No. 131?
Yeah. He was trying to outrun me, and I said, it's not going to happen. And I just laid on it. Oh, I was so mad.
130.
I was
You road rage.
I did.
Raced him.
I did. I was so mad.
How busy was the freeway this time?
Not very. No.
Just can really
just so mad.
Did it help that you beat him?
No.
in the end?
Yes. Actually, it did.
Okay.
Actually, Nora was in the car.
You feel better now?
Yeah, that's exactly what she does. She goes, do you feel better now? She said, "Are you all engorged?" And I was like, "Yep."
Engorged?
Sure am.
The problem is you don't know who's carrying. That is a problem, but you're not thinking that when you're enraged.
I would not be surprised if he was.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all. Anyways, how are you, Kelly?
Wow.
I'm fine. I didn't make it past, I think, 70 miles per hour yesterday.
No, just kept it
that was about it.
Yeah. Thick, what's going on?
I'm still just stuck on this. I can't believe you hit 131 miles an hour.
So mad. I was so mad.
Other than that, I'm fine.
It was one of those just Columbus driver moments, because I hate Columbus drivers, and this guy thought he was so.
You make me want to smoke.
Yes.
So, once you sped around him, okay, so he initially sped around you and then got in front of you and slowed down?
No.
Or no?
No, he just cut me off.
Cut you off, and then you were...
And then he was accelerating, and I said...
So he was in a Dodge, and
Ram.
you were in a Ram.
A Dodge Ram.
A Dodge Ram,
yeah,
okay.
Pickup truck.
And you're in a Charger.
Two Hemis.
Now...
I wasn't sure if his was... I think I don't know.
Did you just leave him in the dust, or did you try?
Yeah. He tried.
He tried.
Yep. But I
Suck on that, losers.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I got to my exit and I went home.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Nora's like, "Do you feel better now?"
Wow.
And I was like, "Yeah."
Was she
yeah,
yelling at you at the time?
No, she held the door handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wasn't thrilled. She wasn't thrilled, but she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then it
All right,
ended.
best in that situation, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I do feel like she probably made the right call there.
All right, welcome to your Thursday. Lot to do, lot to talk about. Let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia.
Wow. All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Last Friday, over in Dayton, there was a rare animal to see in Dayton. Hopping down the road, just this animal. Want to know what this animal was? First one to text in the animal at 800-821-9970. You're going to win that $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick?
All right, the question was, last Friday over in Dayton, there was a rare animal just kind of running around, mostly on the campus of Sinclair Community College. We asked, what was the animal? It was a wallaby.
A what?
A wallaby. You know
Okay.
You know what a wallaby is?
I've heard of it. Is that a small kangaroo?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a personal pet of Carolyn Reno, who is an associate professor of veterinary technology at Sinclair Community College. His name's Kipper, and she brought it to school to...
Shoddy.
Huh?
Shoddy.
Shoddy.
So cute.
Oh, you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she brought it so that the students could experience working with wild animals, and Kipper is considered a wild animal.
Right.
And it was originally spotted by police at approximately 8:30 last Friday morning, and recaptured by Reno at 9:30 the same day. So, hopped across the Miami River Bridge in downtown Dayton. Can you imagine you're driving along this wallaby?
Wallaby goes,
in
yep.
Dayton, Ohio. You're only 10,000 miles from Sydney, Australia.
Right.
So, Chris Hasford was the first one to text in the correct answer. Chris is from Springfield, and said past week that's all they've been talking about is this wallaby.
It's wallaby, yeah.
But Chris has got $25 for waterbeds and stuff.
Congratulations. You know how yesterday we were talking about like Love is Blind and all the reality shows that go on, and I'm sure everyone knows it's called reality TV, but how reality is it? They're definitely setting things up. The producers are providing alcohol. The producers are kind of nudging people in a certain direction, and the producers are editing the show the way they want to. And before we had reality TV, we had it wasn't a daytime talk show, but we had the panel shows, the Donahues, and the who did the daddy test, Maury Povich.
Yeah.
But the greatest of them all was obviously Jerry Springer.
Oh, yes.
That was by far the greatest. Because
Oprah was in that class back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. Oh, she definitely had a few heated shows. But Jerry really brought it to the forefront. You tuned into Jerry, and you knew exactly what you were getting.
A mess.
So how did they make that happen? How is it possible that every episode of Jerry Springer, there's just fights breaking out left and right? Well, a producer finally stepped forward. There's a show on Discovery Channel, and it's called Hollywood Demons. And these are like the bad people in Hollywood, the ones that made all the dirt happen. So here's a producer for Jerry Springer talking about how they caused all those fights.
I noticed pretty quick what the secret was. Here's how we got them to fight in the beginning on Springer. Let's say that I have two brothers in a conflict. When you're prepping the guests, you tell one of them, if your brother says something you don't like, you can yell at him, get up in his face, you can even spit on him. But whatever you do, don't hit him. Then you don't tell the other person any of that. Once you produce one person to get up and spit in someone's face, and then you don't give any instruction to the other one is going to haul off and knock the hell out of the one who did it, and boom, you got to fight.
Okay.
I mean, that's the secret.
That's the formula.
Have you ever... I went to a taping of I went to Donahue one time, and it was a 9-year-old boy who was terrorizing the house. He was just a menace. And at one point, he took his pillowcase and he put the scissors and the kitchen knives and the screwdrivers in his pillowcase, and he was chasing his sister and trying to swing the pillowcase around. And you're just like, what do you do at that point? You can't beat the child, it'll make it worse, but you can't let him run around carrying an edged pillowcase. And it's just like, as parents, what can you possibly do? It was crazy to sit there and just look at the boy's face with no emotion whatsoever. You're like, that's a future psycho.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've got a situation on our hands here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he killing small animals?
I don't remember them asking that, but they should have.
Yeah.
They absolutely should have.
I'm interested in the fallout that, like, some of the bigger situations that happened. Do you remember that situation on the Jenny Jones show where
Yes.
she invited
Yep.
the gay guy on to express his love for his straight male neighbor?
Absolutely.
And the straight male neighbor had no idea what he was on the show for. So he felt
killing the guy.
humiliated
Yeah.
and killed the guy. And I mean, that's one of the extreme examples. But what are some of the smaller, fallouts?
There was a documentary about that story, but then they included other little stories about kind of the after effects of some of these shows.
Can't be good.
No, not at all.
It did work out for Danielle Bergoli, though.
Boy,
You
did
know?
it.
Cash Me Outside girl.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, she's a millionaire now.
Multi-millionaire
Yep.
now.
Take me outside. How about that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
How is that even possible? That makes no sense.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Well, there are a lot of things we could say that we're the best at here in the good old US of A, but there are some things that, countries do better. Here's one for you. How would you like a pet sick day? You actually get your job and you get your, couple weeks of vacation and you get your 5 sick days and then you get a couple of pet sick days. So, God forbid, something goes wrong with Fluffy, you can take the day off to take care of Fluffy. And that's exactly what's happening over in Italy. A librarian in Rome fought for time off to care for her sick dog and actually won. She argued that under Italian law, letting an animal suffer is a crime, so forcing someone to choose between work and their pet put them in an impossible situation. And the courts were like, you know what? You're right. So we are going to make it law that new workers can take up to 3 days a year to take care of their pet. So, if you're looking for a little time off work, maybe you should start fighting for pet sick days.
Pet days.
I certainly hope they have kid sick days too. Then
I would.
I mean, you can't take a day off for your kid, but you can for a pet. That'd be insane.
Yeah, does that fall under kind of taking your own vacation day or your own
Right.
sick day?
I mean, kids
Take
are
care of
kind
your
of
kids.
pets.
I mean,
I think everybody needs to go to the model of just paid time off. Like, you can decide you've got, 21 days of paid time off.
Right.
You decide whether you want to use it for vacation, for sick day, whatever.
and I think I might be wrong, but I think it's Sweden or something, just has, hey, if something comes up and you need a day off, take a day off.
Yeah, why?
Like, it's not even because they're trusted to just do what is right. So, if your kid's sick and you need 2 days, take 2 days.
Right.
That's just
Am I
what it is.
producing at my job that you hired me to do?
Right.
Am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
Can I be trusted to be an adult?
That's exactly it.
They have those companies that offer unlimited vacation. You vacation anytime you want.
Right, when you want. Yeah, that's it.
And it's like,
Because-
I mean,
Take the time when you need it.
but they're going to know if you're not a good worker and you're taking
not getting your
advantage,
job done, you're not
taking
getting your
half
job done.
the year off.
Yep, absolutely. Story number 2 takes us over to New York City. I don't know if you've ever heard of SantaCon before.
Yes.
It's an annual event that takes place in New York City where a whole bunch of drunk people show up
Yeah.
and they all dress as Santa Claus
Yep.
and they just walk around the city drinking at all the bars.
yeah, I've heard of it. I've
Well,
seen pictures.
it turns out that SantaCon was actually a con because the event organizer, Stefan Pildis, was just arrested on Wednesday on charges that he pocketed $2.7 million from the fundraiser. Because SantaCon was actually a fundraiser that was supposed to raise money for different charities in New York City. But as it turns out, over the past few years, from 2019 to 2024, he was just pocketing most of that money.
Yeah, I feel like that's an easy con because you're just dealing with a bunch of drunk people.
100%. You're giving someone an excuse to come to New York City, to dress as Santa Claus, and to go have drinks.
Just
and
for
for that,
a donation.
you donate. And you think you're doing a good thing. And then this guy's off buying lakefront properties in New Jersey, buying concert tickets, paying for his fancy car, and financing extravagant meals and luxury vacations to Hawaii and Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh, that is wild.
Yep. So SantaCon was actually a con. So if you ever went to SantaCon, you may want to look up the lawsuit and see if maybe you can get a little bit of a refund.
Get it? People wonder why I don't trust anybody.
Well, I get it. It's your Not So Breaking News, 98.7 The Blitz. Quick question. I've seen them. I've only driven one time because we rented it and we were driving from Miami to Key West. And I enjoyed it at the time. I just don't know if I would own one. And the question is, are convertibles worth it? Because I've had cars with moonroofs before, and I barely ever opened them.
I have a moonroof, and I always forget it's there. I don't touch it.
Right. And I'm thinking of the times, in the warmer weather when you would have the top down. But then I'm picturing my pale powder ass that would just sunburn if I sat there like at a red light with no top, and how much sunblock I would have to put on my bald head and the back of my neck. And I just don't know if a convertible is worth it.
Yeah, I'm not into them at all.
No,
I don't need my hair whipping around like that. I'm all tangled.
Right.
It's like, why did I spend 2 minutes on my hair if it was going to be looking like this?
Well, yeah, I don't think you want to do that if you're going to get in a convertible. Yeah. But for years, I've heard this in Columbus, because I think it depends on where you live, but everybody says convertibles are great for about 15 days out of the year in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
When the weather is convertible weather. Because it's either crap weather, or if it's too hot, you don't want that. You want air conditioning. You want your air conditioning.
I would want to be in a convertible in like a hoodie. Give me 65-ish degree weather.
Yeah.
But I don't need the sun beating down on me. And it's the same thing. Like I had a soft top Jeep Wrangler for a while. I think I rolled the top back one time. Other than that, it was just on.
I think they're cool looking, but if you have a soft top,
looking,
they really degrade pretty. I mean, our weather is not friendly toward, convertible tops.
Right. That's the other thing too. I could picture them being easily damaged.
I mean, if you're in a Thelma and Louise situation, the only way to go is a convertible.
Well, yeah. If I'm going
that,
Point Break, I would love to drive one out of the back of a plane.
Right.
Yeah.
And then head out. But
when I was younger, I loved the Trans Am or the Camaro with T-tops.
Yeah. Let's see. Wolfie texts in, said, my girlfriend loves it and hates it because the airflow changes. If you have the moonroof open and the driver's windows, you can alter the flow to hit the passenger or not. Okay, so you're talking moonroof. Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that. Let's see. Anthony
What's the difference between a moonroof and a sunroof?
Well, the sunroof pops up, so you get that little window. The moonroof just pulls back.
I had a moonroof in my Explorer,
so it opens all the way.
Right.
And now they've got some of these SUVs that have the back seat moonroof, so it's almost a convertible,
right?
But not quite. It's just the top of your car is missing, but not the back window.
Okay.
Very odd looking. Yeah. Yes, Derek, I know there's a brand new invention called the hat, but I don't want the hat to blow off in the convertible. Yep. Love the tops of my Camaro. I would do a T-top. I think that would be fun.
That's kind of almost the same. You just got a bar down the middle.
That's
but
true.
It's not all the way down in the back.
All the way back.
The back coverage.
Just right
still,
here.
Yeah.
Could I ask a semi-related question? And that is, when you roll down all four windows in your vehicle, it happens in my husband's truck and in my SUV, you get that most loudest sound in your eardrums.
Oh, if you're going fast, yeah.
Not even that. I'd be going 30 miles an hour, and it's like...
See, usually...
What is that?
Usually, it's if you roll one window down, because the air pressure is changing in your car. But then if you crack the back window, that stops.
Okay, but this never happened to me in
four...
my life up until recently. So are cars being made differently now? Or
I've had it happen for
your whole life?
Long time. Yeah, long time.
It's very annoying. It's like, why put windows in if I can't even roll them down at my pleasure
without getting your eardrum popped?
Right?
Yeah. Yep. No, that's definitely an annoying noise, and you've got to crack the window. I've never done it. I don't know with all four windows down, Now I'm going to have to go test that.
It sounds weird. I don't care what configuration it is, but it's worse when it's just one window.
Yes. Oh, and it is definitely a heavy thump.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
What is that? It's just the air pressure?
I think it's just the air pressure.
Okay.
The way the air is hitting the back window,
yeah.
I would have to assume.
I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, I would love to know if you think a convertible is worth it. 800-821-9970. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, the difference between a moonroof and a sunroof. The moonroof, the glass slides between the headliner and the roof. A sunroof, the glass slides out on top of the roof.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate the scientific explanation. It was much deeper than we went, so thank you so much.
And now, all right, I'm listening.
The 3 things you need to know before you go.
The driver of a farm tractor was killed last evening in a hit and run in Licking County. Hebron police say the driver's tractor was hit by a pickup truck on Route 79. The truck driver fled the scene, and the driver of the tractor later died at Licking Memorial Hospital. The Highway Patrol and Hebron police are investigating. Tesla is investigating after a Texas driver said his vehicle's autopilot engaged while he was sitting at a railroad crossing. Joshua Brown says he was stopped at the crossing last week when his car suddenly accelerated without warning. The vehicle broke through the lowered railroad barrier and shot across the tracks just ahead of the train. Fortunately, Brown was not hurt.
Can I tell you that we've talked about like man dreams before?
Yeah.
Like I would love to pull off a bank heist with a crew. That's a man dream.
Okay.
I would love to ride in a jet plane. Which, by the way, the Thunderbirds are coming to the Columbus Air Show. So if anyone can get me in the backseat of a Thunderbird, I greatly appreciate it.
Right.
That's a man dream. Another man dream is to drive through a railroad.
The lowered gate.
Yeah.
Oh, smash it?
Yeah, smash right
and
through
make it fishtail right before the train comes through.
Like, yeah, and like just a slightly elevated railroad track where you get just a smidge. I don't want to crush the suspension, but just enough where you get that elevator feeling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Smash right through.
The railroad track there on the side of Darby Road.
Yeah.
That's got a little jump
nice
to it.
little thing, yeah.
Well, first order of business is buy a Tesla. That'll get you right through that railroad track.
Will barrel right through. There we go.
Such an ugly
How
car, though.
freaky is that your autopilot just engages without
Takes
anything? You don't do anything, and it just takes off through a lowered
Not
railroad.
good.
Woof. A federal jury has found that Live Nation and its subsidiary Ticketmaster have been illegally operating as a monopoly and overcharging fans. The verdict followed 4 days of deliberations and a 7-week trial that could have a major impact on the music industry. Live Nation could be forced to divest parts of its business or even split from Ticketmaster. The jury found that the company's practices had kept out competitors and led to higher ticket prices and worse service for customers. As well as ordering legal measures to restore competition, the judge could impose a financial penalty on the company. Now, the jury found that Ticketmaster had overcharged customers by $1.72 on each ticket sold over a period of several years. That figure is going to be used as the basis for calculating damages. Now, there are still some pending motions that need to be decided. Live Nation says it will be appealing any unfavorable ruling.
How do you do the math that Ticketmaster overcharged by $1.72 per ticket?
That is what Live Nation is saying. They want that whole testimony kicked out. And as soon as the judge is determining damages, they said this isn't right. It's not a proper calculation. And we are absolutely going to appeal that.
I'm not saying that they don't have a monopoly. I'm not saying they haven't screwed us. That just seems like a really weird number.
And specific.
Yeah, we overcharged you $1.72 per ticket. That makes no sense.
Like some type of weird phantom charge that they can't account for?
Right. There's no fee that's $1.72.
Or is there?
Did they go back over the years and add all of this up and then divide it
by however
the
many
number of
tickets were sold? That's got to be the way they did
out.
it. Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. All right. Those are your 3 things.
What historical item would you want to own? I ask because there is a life jacket that was worn by Laura Mabel Francatelli. She was a first-class passenger on the Titanic. She was in lifeboat number 1 during the sinking, and they are selling her life jacket, and it is expected to get somewhere between $350,000 and $475,000. What? $450,000 for an old life jacket? That's not an historical item that I would personally spend money on. But I am trying to think of what historical item would you want to own? Can you think of something?
I mean,
off the top of your head?
Mine might be boring. I would love a handwritten score, like a Chopin handwritten piano score of any variety of pieces that I adore.
Okay. That would be really cool.
The Chopin Museum in Warsaw there's a piece called Ballade Number 1 in G minor. It is an incredible piece of music, and I would love to have that.
It's handwritten.
Handwritten.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
It's a 1800 style, baby. All handwritten.
Okay. Can you think of a historical item?
The Bandit's 1977 Trans Am. From Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah, the actual car.
I would like to have the Iron Throne as my gaming chair.
That wouldn't be very comfortable. If you're sitting there playing, okay, right on the seat there.
Just run right over to Home Depot, grab yourself a
nice seat cushion. Yeah. I mean, if you're going Bandit, we're going pop culture. Definitely one of the 6 1966 Batmobiles.
Okay, that's cool.
But historical.
Yeah, because you mentioned Titanic, I was thinking movies.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Like an old samurai sword that was used for something.
Oh, yeah.
An old, one
of those
Ming Dynasty samurai
you could
swords.
Drop a handkerchief on it and it would just split right down.
Yeah.
I'd like to have the 2 cement slabs with the 10 Commandments on them. I mean, if we're going to, that'd be a pretty good,
I bet that would be pretty expensive.
Did you take it from the movie set History of the World?
Part 1.
Was it, what did he say?
I bring you these 15. And he drops one.
Yeah, 10 Commandments. Let's see. Sean says George Washington's wooden teeth.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't that a rumor, though?
Oh, I think a lot of guys had to do that back then.
I thought I read somewhere he never had wooden teeth.
Or chopped down a cherry tree.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of lies going around about George Washington.
He didn't?
I don't think
so. Mr. I cannot tell a lie. I chopped it down.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. He didn't?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wolfie says Ark of the Covenant. Okay.
Everything I learned at school was a lie, man.
Lies. I want negatives of Marilyn Monroe's posing for Playboy. Okay.
Negatives?
Yeah, the negatives. The original print.
Okay.
Yeah. 800-821-9970. I'm just very curious. What piece of history, what artifact would you like to own?
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
City Council in Sunbury has placed a 9-month moratorium on data center development in the city. This after weeks of pressure from residents who don't want the sprawling centers near their homes. The council voted 6-0 on the delay, which lasts until January of next year. Officials say this will give them the time to study laws to ensure any future data centers are properly zoned for the area. Last night's meeting was had to be moved to Big Walnut because so many people attended. Maine could become the first state to place a temporary ban on new data centers across the entire state. That bill is now on the governor's desk. It comes as the San Francisco district attorney confirms that the suspect accused of attacking OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's house acted over hatred of AI. So we have a whole big, issue amongst the community at large over these data centers,
right?
AI, etc. It's all kind of connected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carnival Cruise Line has been ordered to pay $300,000 to a former passenger after a federal jury in South Florida found that the company was negligent in serving a woman 14 shots of tequila before she fell down the stairs and suffered a possible traumatic brain injury. 45-year-old Diana Sanders was aboard the Carnival Radiance in 2024 when she was served 14 shots over 8.5 hours shortly after she fell down the stairs, suffered a concussion, a possible traumatic brain injury, and back and tailbone injuries. Carnival says it disagrees with the verdict and will appeal. Now, when you buy a drink package there, and the one they currently offered is called the Cheers package, and you can have 14 alcoholic beverages within a 24-hour period. Once you hit that number, you cannot buy more alcohol. You have to wait till your package kicks back in after 24 hours.
A restart. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if I'm on a cruise or a vacation, if it's a Saturday and that day's plan is to chill on the beach or whatever, I mean, 9 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Did you say how long it was?
24 hours.
No, but I mean, how long did she go?
8.5 hours.
8.5 hours, yeah.
Dad did 14 shots within an 8.5 hour period.
I could see 14 drinks in the entire day. Stretched out, starting with some mimosas all the way till the end of the night. But 8.5 hours.
That's like a shot every 40 minutes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, okay, that is a lot. Well, yes, if you're doing straight tequila shots, now if you're having a mimosa and then you're having a Captain and Diet and you're having a 12-ounce bottle beer or draft beer, that's a little different than taking shots of tequila.
Oh my God.
But here's the problem, is you buy the package for a reason. And yes, we can all talk about self-control and what you're supposed to do and personal responsibility, but bartenders are trained not to overserve. You can sue a bar if someone leaves a bar and gets in a drunk driving accident and kills someone. The family of the person who was killed can sue the bar. If it can be proven that you overserved this person, they can sue the bar. You can't overserve someone. You're trained to cut someone off. So...
Okay. Why would you sell a package in which you could have 15 alcoholic beverages in a 24-hour period? You know, much of that time is spent in bed. A portion of that time is spent in bed. You're not drinking for, say, 8 hours of that time.
Right.
So really it's 15 alcoholic beverages within a 16-hour day.
Yeah.
All right? So we're talking... maybe a beverage every hour, 15 or so?
Yeah, every hour. Let's call it every hour.
Okay, that's a lot of booze still, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're doing a shot every hour, 15, that's a lot of booze.
It is a lot of booze. But again, there is personal responsibility. She shouldn't have had 14 shots, but also they shouldn't have served her. Now, why do they sell the package? Should they limit it to 10 drinks? Possibility. Is 14 too many? I don't know how they came in with the 14 number. And that's the cutoff.
It's a weird situation. It truly is, because, you could see that somebody was getting increasingly drunk. So at what point do you step in? But also, you are a person who cannot handle your liquor, and you've purchased this package where you can get absolutely blasted every day within an 8-hour period.
And people go on cruises to get drunk and
that's
do the limbo.
Purpose.
And
they're there to party.
Yeah.
You go to the Caribbean and get an all-inclusive, package. It's unlimited. No limit on the drinks.
No limit, right. But that's the bar's responsibility to cut you off. So,
I wonder if it's different down, like in the Caribbean. The laws. I don't know.
But again, they know people are there to party and have a good time. You go to Cancun,
right?
They're not.
That's what I mean.
They're not trying to cut you off. They want your money. They want you to have a good time. So,
yeah,
it is a weird situation.
It is.
I could see them. What's the word I'm looking for? Fighting this. What's the legal word?
Appeal.
Oh, yeah.
And winning.
I would appeal.
Yeah.
Why is it my responsibility to make sure that you can control yourself?
Right.
It's as a business.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's interesting. Those are your three things.
It's a Thursday, which means we have to visit one of our favorite websites. That would be F My Life, where people jump online and complain about their lives. So you can feel a little bit better about yours in case things aren't going exactly as you had planned. Like this person who says, today my parents found out that I separately convinced them not to get back together, and now they're not speaking to me. I get it. If you know that if it's a bad situation, well, do you intervene? Is it your business? If two people you know are toxic for each other, want to get back together, do you step in and be like, what are you doing? Have you told a friend that before?
Oh, I have. It was the worst mistake of my life. You should back way out of those situations. It's not your business.
Not your business.
Did they ask for your opinion, I guess? Don't ever offer an opinion unless it's asked for.
Okay.
That's
good,
a
good rule to live by.
Yes.
Yeah. This person says, today I saw a homeless woman and a young man wrapped in a blanket, so I went to give them a $5 bill. Turns out the woman was just helping calm her autistic son by wrapping him up, and they weren't homeless at all. She punched me in the balls and took my money while I was on the ground.
Oh, my gosh.
Just trying to be a nice person.
Yeah, just trying to help out. But I guess, kind of like offering advice.
Yeah.
You just stay out of it.
They ask you for $5?
Right.
No, you just
Stay
tried
out
to
of it.
jam $5 into the situation.
Right. This person says, today I assembled my kid's birthday bike without reading the instructions. I proudly presented it to him, only for him to sit on it, and I immediately realized that the handlebars were on backwards and the training wheels were uneven, so it was sinking like a ship.
No.
That would be totally the bike I would put together. This person says, today my husband discovered a big wasp's nest on the porch. Rather than spray it, he decided to suck it up with the vacuum. He also didn't empty it, so now I can see a bunch of wasps buzzing around inside the vacuum chamber, and I'm scared to touch it.
Don't touch it. Well, I mean,
just let them die. Yeah.
Call a TaskRabbit to come and dispose of that thing for you.
That's a good idea.
They'll die.
Yeah, I guess eventually.
Because they don't have oxygen, they don't have food.
Yeah.
They'll just die. Just wait till they
Or
die.
just be like, hey, dude, go take care of this. You started this. Fix this. This person says, today while working retail, I spent 10 minutes helping a customer pick out the perfect outfit. At checkout, trying to be friendly, I said, this'll look great on you. It's very forgiving. He paused and said, forgiving of what? I had no recovery. Just silence, a receipt, and mortifying interaction. Yeah, you got to be real careful what you say to your customers.
Yeah, that is never appropriate in any situation.
Right. It's real
that clothing.
forgiving.
Look at that. It's so forgiving. It's so mean.
You should
Kelly be like, who are you, my uncle?
you should probably wear horizontal stripes. Don't wear the vertical stripes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Those aren't as forgiving.
Yeah, not as forgiving. This person says, today, the walls in my house are so thin, I heard my roommate yell from the bathroom, hear my butthole roar.
Oh, my.
Now I'm scared to go in the bathroom.
Well, that would do it.
I think I'm taking that one and putting it in my back pocket for later. I really think
you
later
use that today, as a matter of
fact.
fact.
I think later today I'm going to be like, hear my butthole roar. I totally should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't keep that at home.
Yeah, don't keep it just to Nora.
Yeah.
Let everyone hear it. And finally, this person says, today I heard water dripping at the back of my house. I went to investigate, only to find a man peeing on my garden gnome.
Oh, damn.
Those things are weird, though.
They are weird.
Yeah.
But what do you do if you walk to the back of your house and all of a sudden there's just a man back there peeing?
I'd say you pee on it, you bought it.
Valid. Give me a $5.
Yeah, or just take it away.
Or you can just have it now.
Looks like you really like to pee on this thing. Go ahead and take it home with you.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
If you're looking for some time to kill at work today, visit FML.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
Bat Out of Hell, the Broadway musical, is coming to the Palace Theater this Sunday, 7 p.m. Tickets available at Kappa.com. Or you could win them right now, 800-821-9970. Kelly and I are going to go head-to-head.
Yes.
Move your big old head over there. Oh, it's only 2 minutes. Okay. I thought you pulled way ahead, but it's only 2 ahead because you started counting yours on the bottom and mine kept going to the side.
I should redo that so it's easier to read. But anyway, I'm winning by a mile.
By a mile? Okay. All right. Well, let's close that gap today. We've got a pair of tickets giveaway. You want to see Bat Out of Hell, the musical, 800-821-9970. What are we playing today, Thick?
Think fast.
Okay.
Could you do that again?
Yeah. What did that sounded like? What did that sound like? I'm picturing Will Ferrell, and it's not Elf. But for some reason, I'm picturing Will Ferrell making that noise. All right, Blitz. Hi, who's this?
Oh, this is Matt.
Matt. All right, Matt. Your choice. You called in first. You want to be teamed with Kelly or Goose?
Let's go with Kelly.
Matt!
Okay.
Yes! Woo!
All right. That's fine. Her shoulder's still hurting. It's pinching a nerve in her neck. She can't think straight. Fine. You hang on, Matt. Blitz. Hi, who's this?
Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris. You are with me today.
It's too bad because Goose has gastrointestinal orders, the likes of which you have never seen.
Yeah, I might have to leave mid-game, go blow out my O-ring.
Or Kelly might have to leave to get away from your O-ring.
That is true.
Oh.
All right, Matt, Chris, you guys hang on. We're going to find out who's going to walk away with tickets for Bat Out of Hell. We are playing Think Fast. Whenever you're ready, Thick.
Gosh.
All right. First category. The answer to each of these, the words end in AG.
Oh, my God. Come
Every
on.
answer ends in ag.
All right.
Are we ready?
That's
Ready.
way too complicated.
No, it's not. You carry
Bag.
groceries in a...
Is that what we're doing now? Just shouting out?
I mean, you
before
can.
you get the clue?
Are you ready? A crooked line.
Oh! Zigzag!
Wow!
Dang. Goose.
Damn. All right.
Coming in hot.
I would never. Oh, zigzag. That's a good one. Damn it.
A pound sign.
Oh.
Hashtag.
These are way too complicated.
Way too complicated.
Now I can't get that out of my mind, what you started to say, and now I'm afraid I'm going to say it.
Anything.
It's one of those involuntary, like you're afraid that you're going to do something you shouldn't do.
Subliminally, I implanted it.
Like intrusive thought syndrome or whatever that is.
I just went full Inception on you.
Crap.
I planted the seed.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
When you get older, parts of your body start
Sag.
to...
Ooh.
Not that I would know.
All right. The category is tied. Here we go. You fly home and have...
Jet lag.
Ooh.
I don't know. I said lag.
Well, she said jet lag first. I had jet lag. It was jet lag. I probably would have accepted lag if you'd have been first.
Okay. Pretty sure it was tied, but okay.
Oh, boy. All right. Movie characters. I tell you the character name, you tell me the movie they're in.
Oh, no.
Not the actor.
Not the actor.
Character
The character name.
Is it all boy movies?
No.
Boy movies?
No.
Because I don't see any of the movies you guys see. I've never even seen Animal House.
These are all
I love all the movies out there. You're like, I never even saw Animal House.
These
That's
are all
the one you've been
big
in.
movies.
Big movies.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Roadhouse.
President Thomas Whitmore.
Independence Day.
It wasn't Roadhouse?
It was not Roadhouse, no.
Dalton, it was his name.
Dalton.
And I thought he'd be bigger. All right, here we go. George Jung.
Blow.
Oh!
Got it.
You got it. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
You did get it.
You're not giving it to me. I got it. I earned it. You're not giving me anything. It was mine. You can't give me something that is mine.
I'm conceding.
Now,
conceding.
can I tell
There's
you?
nothing to concede. It was mine.
I told this story a while back, but Kelly, you'll remember that we got into an argument playing a game at my house. And my wife claimed that I made my daughter cry.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
Because I got something right, and she argued and she was wrong, and she goes, "Oh, just give it to him." That is gaslighting, and you just gaslighted Goose.
Give me something that's mine.
All right, ready? Penny Lane.
Oh,
Almost Famous.
I can't remember. I have seen that a few times.
All right, Goose got that category.
Oh,
so
did he?
Now we have to move on to the
Let's move
category. All right, we're going to the grocery store here.
Conceded.
Thanks. Thank you for conceding the category. I appreciate it. Very kind and thoughtful of you.
Going to the grocery store, I'll give you the category and the letter it must start with.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Going to the grocery store.
vegetable that starts with the letter S.
Sasquatch. Squash. Squash.
Look at that big hairy vegetable walking down the aisle.
Hairy vegetable.
Okay, you did say squash.
I did.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
After.
But I am going to start calling it Sasquatch.
Sasquatch for sure. It is now forever known as
Gonna
Sasquatch.
get some yellow Sasquatch, some acorn Sasquatch.
I want it all.
All right. Fruit that starts with the letter M.
Mango.
Tie. I concede it was a tie.
She's not giving it to you, dude.
I'll give her the tie. She can concede it's a tie. I'll give her the tie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Something in the dry goods aisle that starts with an R.
Rice.
Ooh, there you go.
Wow.
I had that.
Okay.
That was
You're
loaded.
ready to rock,
I was
yeah.
ready to go on that one.
Something in the meat section starting with the letter L.
Lamb.
Oh, damn, another tie.
No,
I don't
what?
think so. No, he got it.
No.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Calm
Come
down.
on.
Calm down.
What the hell? No.
Sorry.
Seagull from Finding Nemo. Mine.
All right. Something in the snack aisle that starts with the letter B.
Buns. Honey buns. Berries.
Snack aisle.
Yeah.
No.
No? Berry chips. Barbecue chips.
There you go.
Snack aisle.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
I couldn't think of one.
Oh, well, I mean, he said buns, and then he said honey bun, and honey bun is definitely a snack aisle. As
But
a
it
kid, the
starts with an
Hostess
H.
honey bun was my favorite snack.
Yeah, I could have just yelled hostess. That'd have been the entire snack aisle.
No, but it
Oh,
started
buns.
with a B.
Never mind. B.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Give me my song! Go up!
I concede.
And they stay there. Chris, you're lucky you got stuck with me. We've got tickets for you to go see Bat Out of Hell, the musical, this Sunday at the Palace, okay?
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
But don't go anywhere, Matt, because
Because Kelly sucks. I don't know what you want me to do about
hey,
that.
don't you dare.
Matt, I'm sorry you made the wrong choice, but I won't hold it against you. I won't hold Kelly conceding against you. So, Matt, I'll give you tickets as well, okay?
Yes.
And by the way, Sasquatch.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sasquatch is the greatest answer at any game we've ever played.
That's much for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Did you work out the wrinkles or get the dust off or whatever you were doing?
Oh, yeah, I was just doing it to the beat of the music.
Oh,
It
okay.
was kind of like instead of drumsticks, I was using a...
She picked up her headphone
Headphone
bag
bag.
and just started slapping it on the counter, like, you know, when you're trying to get the dust off a blanket.
Don't question my process.
Never. I would never.
Getting out the anger
Yeah.
after losing.
Speaking of losing, you know, obviously a lot of sports fans go through this, you know, when the football season starts and you've got schools like your Ohio State or my Michigan team that brings in, Kent State for the opening game.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing? You know, we've all been a part of it. Well, I want to tell you about the Lehigh University. They just had a baseball game against Copen State. And the final score was 38-6.
Oh,
And
no.
this is a baseball game. And Lehigh University was up 20-0 in the first inning.
Do they have a mercy rule?
But that's what I was
that's what
thinking.
I-
Like,
yeah.
why don't you have a mercy rule? Now, unfortunately, it wasn't. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. It wasn't Lehigh University that was just blasting home runs left and right. They only had 3 hits in the first inning. So how did they get 20 runs? Well, Copen State's pitchers could not control the ball. They walked everyone. They hit everyone else on the pitch. And they just kept putting people around the bases.
Oh, no.
Like, at what point do you just go,
what are we doing?
what do we do? Right. Why are we?
This is not even a game.
Why are we here? Oh, I can't imagine. 20-0. And Lehigh University was the first team up, so it was the top of the first inning. And that's how the game started, is them just blasting players with pitches. and then missing the strike zone and walking players all over.
Is Lehigh and Coppin State that far apart? I mean,
I
they're
didn't
both
think
small
so.
schools. I don't even understand.
I have no idea. It's Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, as opposed to Baltimore, Maryland. So about 150 miles apart. But yeah, I can't imagine that lopsided of a win. You just got after the first inning, you just got to grab your bags and walk to the bus. Don't look back. Don't shake hands. Just grab your stuff and
I just
go
wonder,
home.
like, are they even in the same league or anything? Because like you talk about us paying, these dinky school to come here and play the Buckeyes, and then we pay those teams over $1 million to do that.
No, these guys, both teams are in the Patriot League. They're in the same league.
Okay, so yeah,
it's just unfortunate
they're
that
on equal ground.
One team did not have a good outing.
You're thinking the boosters are probably like, I don't think we're buying you guys any more uniforms.
Right.
Like,
and Coppin State was the home. That's the home team.
Oh.
So you had fans show up to see this.
So it's like Ohio State versus Rutgers.
Is it one of those underdog type situations where you're like, you are rooting at some point this thing is selling out because your team is so bad.
Yes.
It's like, let's watch these guys walk in 50 runs.
It turns into a drinking game at that point.
Yeah.
You're just like, what are we doing?
We're having such a good time because you guys are so bad.
So bad. Yep.
And that becomes like a selling point.
Sorry, Coppin State. So apparently there's a company out there that says they're refreshing their look because apparently people don't like to display that they have said items from said company. And that company is Great Value.
Oh, Walmart.
Yes, the Walmart brand. They are, it's just the white letters that say Great Value, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to update that. They're going to make their branding more bright, colorful, and modern looking because apparently research shows that shoppers like the quality and the price of the products, but didn't particularly feel very proud, is the word they use, to display it in their homes or with their families.
Okay, you could genuinely, you could make this the Great Value sort of logo or whatever you call it much, much smaller. I'm looking at it, and it usually looks like covers about a third or maybe a third of the packaging. That's huge. Just put a little Great Value. Like, we're not... I get it. I get there's a perception. I could care less. I'm not displaying any of the packaging of the food in my kitchen. I could care less what you think about what I buy. You don't have to come over and eat my food. That's fine by me. I don't care. But if that is something that it makes you feel ashamed that you're buying Great Value food, when you'd rather be buying like some elite Erewhon, Los Angeles branded,
something or rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with the packaging, the look of the packaging. This is about you're buying Walmart store brand items. But guess what? All store brand items are brand items. They take something and they put their name on it. They pay that company to put their name on it. That's it. It's a real brand, though.
It probably took 43 years of my life, 44 years of my life to kind of do what you just said, Kelly, and the fact that it's like, I have Great Value mac and cheese or whatever. Yeah. I was a little brand conscious. Yeah. I was a little self-conscious of what people thought, or I needed this item. Golf balls, same thing. I was buying more expensive golf balls. It's like, wait a minute.
Well, those can make a difference, though, right?
They can. I'm not buying the cheap balls, but I also am not buying like the super expensive golf balls.
Yeah, sure, right.
I was very brand conscious.
Yeah.
Which also means self-conscious. So
I know, like, when our kids were growing up, they liked the Giant Eagle brand mac and cheese better than the Kraft mac and cheese.
Right.
That was way better.
I did too. I like the Great Value better.
But I don't know what brand that actually was, but it didn't matter.
It did suck growing up, though, when you had a sleepover and I had to give my friends the Apple John cereal. That kind of sucked. Because they knew right away. Like, you could see them smack their lips and kind of scrunch their face.
The
like,
apple-flecked O's.
Yeah. Why do I taste vinegar? Like, what is that? Doesn't make any sense.
There is a hierarchy, I hate to tell you, like image-wise, of products that you buy, even at Whole Foods, where you think, well, Whole Foods, that's sort of marketed as a more elite shopping experience. But they have Whole Foods branded items that's called 365.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
And even they redesigned to be looking a lot more pleasing to the eye, because it's like to Whole Foods shoppers, like, oh, you have to get store brand Whole Foods.
But it's also
it's an image thing, and it is like people really do like sort of they're emotionally attached to what they're buying.
It's not even about it's great value brand. It's also about the brand that catches your eye. You're more likely to buy this product because the packaging is better.
Yeah,
well, absolutely. It's all psychology.
Yeah.
They want to make their brand better. So, anyways, if you buy the great value, just know the look might be a little bit different in the near future.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us. It doesn't say.
Oh.
The Tavares Police Department. All it says is Tavares. I really wish. I'm sorry. Leesburg. There we go. Leesburg in the Tavares area.
Oh, it's in Florida, though.
What? No, it's not.
Tavares Police Department. Gateway Drive, Tavares, Florida.
Oh, great. We have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? This is actually a very Florida story. A Tavares man has recently been arrested because police received multiple calls of a man driving his Dodge minivan down the highway when he decided it was good time to handle some business. He couldn't wait until he got home. He was feeling a bit randy, so he decided one hand on the wheel and one hand on the stick shift. And it was an automatic.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He was heading down the roadway, just tugging away. Well, police finally caught up with him after a couple phone calls. They did get his license plates. They were able to track him down on the highway. And he said, look, sometimes I get horny and I just need to take care of business. He actually openly admitted this is about the 6th time that he's decided to give it the old crank. And it's not a Model T. Like, you don't have to crank the engine anymore. He was...
Okay, so this is in the public. Like, you're doing this in public.
Yeah, you're driving down the highway.
If I were the judge, I would sentence you to maybe a fine, and also you have to put that on your dating profile, on like Hinge or whatever. This has to go on there in a prominent place. Like, people need to know that this is what you do when you're driving, so that they can make an informed decision as to whether they want to date you. All right?
Because I like to pull it while driving.
Yeah, that has to go on your Hinge profile.
Okay. I like the creative punishment. Anyways, he was arrested, he was booked, and he was released after posting the $2,500 bonds, but he's going to have court dates for sure. You know what? We're in luck because we have got another story from Navarre, Florida. We got ourselves a double WTF. What the Florida? A Louisiana man was just arrested at a Culver's in Florida because he decided it was a good time to jump up on the counter and moon everyone. He just wanted everyone to look right at his butthole. Governor Maurer is his name. Governor, the 20-year-old, entered the fast food restaurant in Florida last Tuesday with a group of men who all appeared to be intoxicated. And Governor decided, you know what I'm going to do? Hold my beer. And he jumped up on the counter, pulled down his pants, and it's not like he just mooned him. It's not like, boop, look at my butt. No, he pulled down his pants and he went full Stretcho.
Oh.
Like, he wanted...
Stretch Armstrong as cheeks.
Yeah, he wanted everyone to see his intestines.
Yeah, that is another indignity altogether.
It really
just a
is.
moon.
Yep. Yeah. Some butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay, fine,
like,
whatever.
Here, okay?
Right. Yeah. Oh, man, that's your butt. That's a flat butt. That's a hairy butt. That's even a droopy butt.
I
Whatever.
don't hate a moon. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
You call me crazy, but I laugh at stuff like that. This is a different level.
It's a whole nother story.
That I would consider that an assault on my eyeballs.
When you bend over and send your butt cheeks east and west, that's... Oh, man. That's not good for anyone.
Gosh. Now we all have to get tested.
Yeah. I mean, you just see that thing wink at you.
Oh, gosh.
Just a little...
Man.
Yeah.
A dirty penny.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Just a rusty balloon knot right in your face. Anyways, the gentleman, governor, did run out. However, police were able to track him down, and they were able to verify, yes, this was the man, and he was arrested, and will be spending a little time behind bars. That's your not-so-breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, real simple question this morning. 800-821-9970. What are you a sucker for? What's just something like you can't say no to? Like for me... You give me a Saunders bumpy cake and a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Dude,
game over.
If you like Dairy Queen ice cream cake, do not let Kelly near it.
Yeah. that is definitely mine. I hate to piggyback on a similar thing that you have, but I am the same way with a Dairy Queen ice cream cake.
The other thing as I was sitting here thinking about it, you know what I'm a sucker for? Something I have not missed one of them is Marvel movies. Even the bad ones. There are some bad ones out there.
Yeah,
I've become a real sucker for Marvel movies. I'm going to keep up on the storyline. I want to see where they take it and what they do. I'm not up to date on all the TV shows. I haven't watched all the Disney Plus shows, but all the movies I've seen, for sure. And I will continue to do so. Dick, what are you a sucker for?
Well, obviously, everybody knows the homemade brand cookies and cream ice cream.
Yes.
And anything, and I know, and you guys make fun of me for it, and it's fine, but anything Game of Thrones. Anything and
that is
all
true.
Things Game of Thrones.
You are a sucker for all things Game of Thrones.
How about if I told you I created a new bass fishing lure that you would not even believe how it works? It's incredible. You would buy it from me, wouldn't you? You'd be a sucker for that. No?
No, I
You're not
20
a sucker
years ago, yes.
Okay.
But I've learned. I buy the ones I know works. I buy stuff that if I've never used it, that somebody goes out on my boat and proves to me it works.
Okay.
But I buy
right,
stuff I've never used
if it's shown to you, not just the words, "Hey, I have the ultimate bass fishing lure," but if it's shown to you and you're like, "Oh crap, this is a..."
There's a phrase in the bass fishing world, and that is bass fishing lures are made to catch bass fishermen.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing. A bass would love that. How the hell would you know what a bass would love?
I'm a sucker for a good shoe. I cannot pass up.
Okay.
And I'm not brand specific, but I do like.
You know what?
certain
It's
brands.
funny you say that because now it just clicked because it just happened the other day. I am a sucker for a golf 3/4 zip.
Okay.
Like a pullover.
Yeah.
I was just at Sam's Club going to get groceries or something, and they've got some decent stuff there. It was like an Under Armour, and that blue one I wore the other day was a brand new one. I was like, I need it.
Gotta have it.
If I see one, I'm getting it. I've got 2 dozen 3/4 zip pullovers.
Yeah.
Because I see one, I want it. 800-821-9970. What are you a sucker for? Josh says, I will blindly follow a goth chick. Not a goth chick.
That's
I'm a
cute.
sucker for a goth chick.
goth chicks are cool.
Nice. I love it.
Andrew says, I'm a sucker for Chris Farley movies. Okay.
Oh, yes.
I could see that.
He said, fat guy in a little coat.
We did that yesterday. We were in the golf cart. I said something to Nora, and he goes, not so much here. Oh, not so much here, but right here.
I do that to Heather all the time.
And then does Heather go, nope, ship shape.
Let's see. Spence says anything chocolate. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's my wife, too.
Yeah. Anything
Does
chocolate.
dark chocolate. Anything dark chocolate, she is.
Nora's a sucker for bedtime snacks. If it's about 9 o'clock,
What kind of snack?
you know what? There have been
Just
a variety.
whatever you've got.
In fact, I guarantee if I go look in the bottom drawer of her nightstand right now, there's a couple different flavor. Like there's probably some Twizzlers.
Oh.
There's definitely some sort of bag of like mini fun-sized chips. Little personal size hot Cheetos or something.
You need to get her a mini fridge for beside the bed.
She has talked about that.
Has she?
She has. Yep. It's just the worst because it's always right when I'm on the brink. You know when you feel yourself falling into the pillow?
Yeah.
You just feel that moment coming, and then it's the cellophane. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, the girl eats like a bird.
She does.
I mean, Goose get a whole plate of food, and when he's almost done, she's like that bird that comes over to get the crumbs. That's what she eats for dinner.
That's about it. Yep. And then when she doesn't finish it, I finish the crumbs of hers. 2195, I'm a sucker for tools. Okay.
Tools, yeah. I bet. I can see
that.
that being something you'd really get into.
Becky says, my dog, she is so spoiled. Give her anything she wants. So a sucker for my dog.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that. We've become a sucker for Birdie. It's like, fine, whatever.
Whatever she needs.
Whatever you need. It's fine.
You're whipped.
Pretty much. Yeah. Let's see. James says, I'm a sucker for anything free, whether it's samples at Sam Club or an old bike sitting on somebody's curb.
Okay.
I'm taking it. You sound like a hoarder, James. Steve says, I'm a sucker for war movies.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Brenda says flavor blasted goldfish.
Oh.
The extra cheddar blasted goldfish. Yeah. They have some new spicy goldfish too, which are really good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like the goldfish.
Hans Harris says, my wife. Sucker.
Oh, is she in the car with you?
Yeah, she's sitting right there.
Yeah,
Hans.
blink twice if you need help.
Yeah.
Free tickets to any event. All right, girl. Yeah, I think a lot of us are suckers for free tickets to any event.
We're all suckers for a free ticket.
I'll take that. Let's see. Sheila says, I'm a sucker for animals. Any animal, I got to pet it. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
I want to pet that dog.
I want a donkey so bad. But 2 donkeys. They say you can't just have one. You need to have 2 because, they're pack animals.
Oh, I did not know that.
I want a donkey.
I have seen a couple of donkey videos where they're like playing with the rubber ball. It's like a giant yoga ball.
Oh, yeah.
Or the other one who had that, it was almost like the bouncy ball. It was the ball with the handle.
Okay.
And the donkey was biting it by the handle and just going, and the ball was sliding up and down. They're cute animal videos, but I don't know if I'd want to own one.
They're supposed to be so loving. Like, they'll come, kneel down and put their head right in your lap. Like, they just want to be, scratched and loved and smooched and all that.
Just a big dog?
A
That
big
seems like a
dog.
lot.
Yeah.
Goose should get along with Daniel. He texted in taters.
Oh.
Taters.
I am such a sucker for a potato.
You are a sucker for a tater.
You give me mashed, you give me fried, you give me potato cake. Definitely give me some hashy bees.
Daniel Goose is in here every day watching a new video of a recipe for potatoes.
Okay, yeah, different ways I can cook potatoes.
From time to time, I might start calling you tater.
But hey,
Just not all the time, but
anytime before 6 a.m. If Thick and I are in here preparing for the show, if I have the morning poo, I get up and the first thing I say is, "Oh, it's going to be a good day, Tater."
Yep.
And then I go take my morning poo.
Oh, has even a deeper meating than I
absolutely.
even knew. Okay.
I can totally. You call me Tater, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Brandon Buckley is a sucker for bonfires.
Ooh, yes.
A good bonfire, I'm not against.
Or any kind of a burn, like when you smell that out in the country, somebody's got a burn,
a burn pile
not
going.
a garbage burn pile, but trees.
Burn pile. Yep.
Oh,
I can totally see that. 800-821-9970. What are you a sucker for? 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Flock safety cameras are widely used in Columbus and surrounding suburbs. They're cameras that function as automated license plate readers. The cameras are at major intersections. Intersections. And they live record every license plate and every vehicle description that passes by and puts all that information in a searchable database. And it's meant to help police in crime solving, finding stolen cars, finding criminals, etc. But as you can imagine, there are concerns. And in San Jose, California, there's now a class action lawsuit against the city and the use of flock cameras, saying they violate the 4th Amendment protection against unreasonable law enforcement searches. Now, these cameras, depending upon how many are deployed, have the capability to generate data on virtually every route you take when you leave your home. They can pretty much map out what your day looked like via flock cameras, and especially in San Jose, because they have hundreds of them. Here we have maybe 40, I think I said, in Columbus.
Yeah.
Now, other law enforcement have them as well. And so you're likely, when you're not in Columbus, you're still being watched. But anyway, yeah, the lawsuit here says the problem is that this flock database is checked every day in San Jose alone. It's about comparable to the size of Columbus, an average of 13,500 times a day by anyone who has access. And that includes police and government employees. Like pretty much
what do they need it for?
What do they need it for? Who knows? Now, the lawsuit is not demanding the removal of flock cameras, but that the data is deleted after 24 hours. Right now, the data is kept for a solid year. So you can, I guess...
That's a long time.
It's a long time. And I do think that like an underlying issue for some cities is the federal government and ICE and whether they should have access to following people around that they suspect might not be in the country legally. There's all kinds of issues.
There are, for sure. Here. But when I got in my accident in December, there was a camera right at the intersection, which would have made it 1,000,000 times easier to get this whole thing wrapped up quicker than it did. Because if they'd have just watched the camera, they'd have seen that this woman, even though it was a rear-ending accident, I rear-ended someone, which is almost always that person's fault. She pulled out right in front of me. Like, I had no chance. And if they would have recorded... That camera's there, but it's only live.
That's not a flock camera, then.
Is that what... Okay.
That's probably like a state camera or city camera, like for traffic.
Okay. Well, and I guess my point was, if they're keeping it for a year, let's say there's a drawn-out... semi-car or semi-truck accident, and it's a drawn-out trial. People got injured. They're suing the company. It takes a while for those things to go through. So if they need the data, I mean, I guess you could pull the data and put it on a thumb drive and then get rid of it.
The big accident that happened on 71 last week,
right?
3 dead and all that. Think of all the camera angles we've had on, or the camera angle. Those are people who were
videotaping,
video,
right?
But we did have a traffic camera recording. I can't believe they don't have a recording for you on that accident.
Yeah, they said, I called.
That feels weird.
I called. They said those are only live.
For what? Yeah, that doesn't.
I guess to keep an eye on traffic if need be, but
that's useless. You need a recording option on those things.
Now again, are there nefarious people that might use it for something bad? Possibly,
stalking.
Yeah, stalking.
Well, so I think that they just need to create rules around this and make it like, police detaining somebody. You need reasonable suspicion of something in order to access it. And then you have to sign to access it and explain what you're getting it for.
Right, sign
rather than anybody in the building can just access it whenever they want, anybody they want. It shouldn't be like that.
And why government official, like police, who else besides police or investigators
I don't need the Office of Budget Management looking at the flock cameras.
Yeah.
Police in Australia have confirmed that detectives are investigating a sexual assault at a Melbourne nightclub from back in 2010. This admission coming 2 days after Australian actress Ruby Rose posted on social media that Katy Perry assaulted her at Spice Market nightclub in 2010. Police are not commenting further. Perry has strongly rejected the allegation, and Rose now says that since she's involved police, she cannot comment further. So we'll see what happens there. Spotify is now partnering with bookshop.org to allow you to buy physical books from within the audiobook section of the app. Okay. If I could make a list, and I love reading, I do, and I do listen to audiobooks on Spotify. But I don't need a place to buy a physical book. I know how to do that on my own. What I need you to do is fix your DJ. I need you to fix the Spotify DJ. I need all efforts in Spotify, every department of Spotify, to be focused on fixing your DJ option.
What's wrong with the DJ option?
The DJ option sucks, Goose. It is not, and I listen to it almost every day, even though it's terrible. It repeats. It's supposed to go back and pull out some of your most listened to songs. And hey, since you listened to that 1,000 times last year, you might like this song.
Okay.
It doesn't work that well. I'm basically hearing the same music every single day, and I forward through all of it. I'm just curious about it.
Okay, so the Spotify DJ is playing the music. It's not the actual person. There's not a person talking to you.
There's an AI DJ.
Oh, there is an AI DJ. Okay.
Yeah, DJ X, baby. And he's personalized. It's like, hey, Kelly, nice to have you back. Let me, here's some of the most listened to songs from 2024 or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, you literally played this for me. This same list of 5 songs yesterday at this time. This same list of 5 songs. That's not a good DJ.
That is not a good DJ. You're right.
All right. Oh, that's all I'm saying. I'm hot about it. But
You are
anyway,
worked up.
if you would so love to buy a physical book, now you can
Like,
do it on
I
Spotify.
feel attacked. Like you were coming at me hot because you're worked
I'm
up.
so
on
mad.
Spotify.
I'm mad at everyone. I can, within a mile radius. of me
Everyone's
right
a
now.
Spotify DJ, and I hate all of them.
No.
People have felt that way about us at times.
That is true.
I got a problem with that DJ.
All right, those are your three things.
Now, we know GT good and well that nothing's going to come of this. But there's a virologist in Croatia. She had breast cancer. And, she works with this kind of stuff. And she decided, you know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I study this stuff. So she injected 2 lab-grown viruses directly into the tumor of her breast cancer. And within 2 months, the tumor shrank. It stopped invading nearby tissue, which made the surgery easier, which made it a huge success. And it's been almost 4 years. She has had no issues since. Everything's fine. She's cancer-free. Researchers stressing that not something that everyone should try on their own. And I get that. But how about, it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anything more come of this? What are those 2 lab-grown viruses that she used? I mean, I'm not saying there aren't specific. Maybe she had a very specific type of breast cancer, but it still helped that specific type of breast cancer. So why aren't we hearing more about this?
Because
that was a rhetorical question.
We can't cure cancer. It would put too many medical professionals out of work.
We can't do that. We're making all the money off the
keeping
chemo.
us sick.
Yeah,
keeping us sick, man.
Anyways,
but if you need some chemicals in your food, we're okay with that.
Yeah, we got that. Will more come of this, and whatever viruses she used to shrink her tumor and then have a successful surgery and not have any side effects 4 years later? Probably not, but here's fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yeah, I wish.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Thursday morning. Make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Like, did you know... In fact, I did know this because I watched the documentary. DJ Steve Aoki, very famous DJ, long hair, always throws a cake at someone in the audience. He's the son of amateur wrestler Rocky Aoki, who also went on to create the Benihana franchise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's basically why he got into DJing, because he didn't have to really work.
Yeah.
His family was so rich. He's like, I'm just going to put all my time into this. Now, he has become a very successful DJ, but he was able to not worry about anything besides DJing forever. Did you know, historically, within 2.5 years of a Walmart being built, the houses within a mile of the store go up in value about 3%. Walmart brings value to the neighborhood.
Yeah, because you bring jobs and you bring a supply of food and clothing and everything people need.
Yep. Did you know that Waldo from Where's Waldo is only called Waldo in the American versions of the book? In most countries, he's Wally or Willie.
Really?
Yeah. Which is interesting because, I mean, I've turned off all the lights and played Where's Willie with Nora before.
Did she ever call it Waldo?
No.
Because then you'd be like, who the hell's Waldo?
Yeah, no. It'd be weird. Just Willie. Did you know... I did know this, actually, loving to cook. There's no expiration date on honey. It's the only food that can actually last forever when stored correctly. And if you ever get like the hardened, crystallized honey in your cabinet, just put it in a pot of boiling water for a little bit. Or run it under hot water. It'll loosen up. And finally, did you know all 12 astronauts that have stepped foot on the moon have experienced lunar hay fever due to the highly abrasive moon dust? They've said it smells like burnt gunpowder up there.
Is that just part of the scam?
Yes.
Since nobody's really stepped on the moon?
Correct. Yes.
So we have to make up something they caught on the moon so people will believe they were on the moon.
Yes, an extra added step.
I'm joking. I'm not one of those people. Just saying.
You got to clarify nowadays.
I know.
Yeah. There you go. Learning some stuff on a Thursday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.